This is Sports Betting Top Picks and Plays. This is for the College Basketball Edition. My name is Abby for Friday, March the 21st. We have about 5 games we're going to go over with you today of oddslogic.com. Again, this is the line moves for the point spread and the totals. This is oddslogic.com. First game that we're going to do, this game starts 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope by the time you get this video, you can catch the game on time. This is Maryland at Grand Canyon. The total here is 11.5. Maryland, the total is 150. Maryland at 11.5. That's the first game we're going to look at here. So right now that line has got all the way down to -10. It's at 10 currently right now. So we're going to look at where the sharp and the public are for this game. I do have 2 plays for this game. Hopefully you guys can get this played on time before the game starts. So we'll look into this now. That's Maryland and Grand Canyon. So all the money is on Grand Canyon and the under in this game. Grand Canyon, the under. All right, so I have 2 plays for this game. So we'll look into this further. Grand Canyon, Maryland. First meeting. Grand Canyon overall, 9-1 last 10. They are 4-1 last 5 games, and are they're 4-0-1 to the over last 5 games. Maryland 8-2 last 10, 7-3 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Maryland 4-1 last 5 games, 1-4 to the under. There are 2 plays I like in this game. I like Grand Canyon plus 10.5. The second game is I like Grand Canyon in the first half. I'm going to get the current number right now for Grand Canyon in the first half. Let me just bear with me for a moment. It was 5.5. I'm looking to if it's still there. I'm more than likely going to take the 5.5. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right number for this Maryland Grand Canyon game for the first half. I'm looking into that now. Let me check and see the first half number, because I do like the first half. It's actually 6.5 now. I still like Grand Canyon at 6.5. I like Grand Canyon at 6.5. So I would take Grand Canyon plus 6.5. That's at FanDuel. FanDuel's got 6.5. Other books might have it at 5.5. But you got to shop around for the best number. I'm taking it at 6.5 Grand Canyon plus 6.5, and I like the full game plus 10 full game. So this is 2 plays. See if you can get 10.5. If not, take it at 10. But I like Grand Canyon first half plus 6.5, full game. If you can't get the first half, full game plus 10. That's the first game for me in that game. Again, my reasoning for going with Grand Canyon is very simple. Grand Canyon, to me, they're the type of team that they were in this situation last season. They had a taste of the big dance glory last season, and their scoring depth is amazing. They have amazing scoring depth with Tyon Grant Foster and Jacoby Coles. They're a firepower 1-2 punch for Grand Canyon that will keep the game within reach in the first half and the full game. They're an up-tempo team, Grand Canyon, and with an up-tempo offense that Grand Canyon has, it will give Maryland some problems. It will challenge Maryland and give them some problems. So I like them here to cover the first half and the full game. Stay within the number. Again, their style of play is something that the Terps, Maryland they're not used to seeing. So I like him here to hang around. Like I said, full game first half. So I like him here. They're no stranger. They've been here last year. They're no stranger to this kind of event, to this kind of setting. So Grand Canyon for me. I like him here. Second game that we're going to look at, We're looking at New Mexico and Marquette. Yeah, we're looking at New Mexico and Marquette. This is the second game. As you can see in the background, there's other games going on already that are in progress, so just ignore those games. Second game is New Mexico and Marquette. Marquette's 3.5-point favorites right now. That's the opening number. It was total 152. This one's a 7:30 start. 7:30 start tonight, so you should be able to catch this game. By the time the video gets out, you should be able to get this one. Again, 3.5 total 152. Right now it's going up to 4. We're even seeing a 4.5 in this one. Total 152. It's come down to 151. We're even seeing a 153. So, but for the most part, it's been 152 for the most part. So we're looking into this game further. Yeah, we'll look into this one. Look at where the public and the sharps are for this game. Yep, they're all over New Mexico. Marquette's getting a little bit of play, but it's New Mexico for the most part. And the under, New Mexico and the under. So look at the head-to-head in this game. That's New Mexico and Marquette. So look at this one here. New Mexico and Marquette. 7:30 game tonight. Let's see. New Mexico, Marquette. They haven't played in that, but that doesn't count though. New Mexico beat them like 2013, but that doesn't really count for anything. So that was so many years ago. So the current record now, New Mexico 7-3 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 3-6-1 to the under. New Mexico 4-1 last 5 games, and are 1-3-1 to the under. New Mexico. Marquette 5-5 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. 2-3 last 5 games, 2-3 to the under. That's New Mexico, Marquette. Let's look at the total here. Let's come down to 1. Let's come down here. Let's come down. Yeah, for me in this game, both teams are playing to the under, so I have to look at the under. I like under 151.5, and I like New Mexico plus 3.5. If it's at 4, I would take it at 4. If you can get a 4, take New Mexico plus 4, 4.5. But some books have 3.5, but shop around. But that's my play. I like New Mexico 3.5, 4. I like them, and I like the under 151. I just find that like I said, both teams are playing to the under. So this is kind of like one of those type of grind out games. It's a grind out game that New Mexico has a chance to give Marquette, to challenge Marquette and give them a bit of issues offensively. In my opinion, I think they can. I think they will. I think they can. I think they will. And the line indicates that the line's dropping from it was 4.5, opened up, and it's gone down to 4, 3.5. So I like New Mexico here. And I like the under. I like the under a lot. 151 to the under. If you're getting 152, some books have 152. Take the under. But I like, that's my play. New Mexico and the under. That's how I'm gonna go about that game. So that's the second game for me. I like New Mexico to hang around here. And the markets, the total, the public's all over the under, and I agree with the market. I agree with that a lot. So I'm gonna side with them at the under and New Mexico. That's how I'm going on with that. Third game. Actually, let me see. Yeah, the third game now. Let's see. We will look at Akron and Arizona. Third game's Akron and Arizona. So Akron, Arizona third game. This one opened up 13.5. Arizona, total 166.5. This one's all the way up to 14.5. That's where it is now. It hasn't really moved. Yeah, it's mainly 14.5 here. The total has come down to 165.5. So it's dropped a full point. It's come down by 1 point. So look into this one further. Let's see here. Have a look into this one further. See where the public is and the sharps in this game. Let's see. Public's on Akron and the over. So everybody's on the over in that game. Let's look at Pinnacle. Yeah, it's all Akron and the over. Yep, around the over. All right, so we'll look into this one here further. I got to play on this one. Let's see here. Akron, Arizona. Akron, 9-1 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Akron's won 9 straight games. Yeah, they won 9 straight games, and they are 3-2 to the over last 5 games. And Arizona, 5-5 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Arizona's 3-2 last 5, and 3-2 to the 4-1 to the over. So I agree with the public here. I like the over in this game. Both teams are playing to the over, and I like Akron plus 14.5. Yeah, I like, because this should be, like I said, an up-tempo, fast-paced game. Akron's style of play as well. They're up-tempo and fast-paced, so we expect a lot of scoring tonight. And they're pace-wise, both teams can go up and down pace-wise. So I find with the pace, Akron should be able to stay within that number. So basically, I like Akron here in this spot. It's a very good spot. I agree with the public on Akron, and I agree with the over. So pace-wise, speed-wise, this should be like a nice shootout, a nice high-scoring shootout. So Akron plus 14.5, and I like the over. Over 166. You gotta just shop around, but I like the over. 166.5, 166. Either way, I like the over. Either way. But just shop around for the best number, but I like 166, 166.5. Over and Akron plus 14.5. So that's the play I like there. Next game we're going to look at here. So far we've done, we gave the Grand Canyon game, then we did New Mexico, Grand Canyon game, New Mexico, Akron. Now the fourth game we're going to look at now. You can just ignore the other games. The other games are going on. We're going to ignore all that and look at some other games here. This will be the last game we're going to do. I actually had this as a client play, but I'll give it out for free. I'll give it out for free here. This is one of my client plays that I had, but I will give it out here. Florida at home. Florida favored 28.5 against Norfolk State. Like, again, this is a client play, but I will give it out here. I will give it out here. Um, I'll give you guys this play. This will make up for the other play. The other play, I don't know if you'll get it on time. That's the Maryland Grand Canyon game. So we'll do the Florida Akron. Sorry, the Florida and Norfolk State game. So that's the one we're gonna do. So we'll go ahead and do that one. This one's 28.5. Total 153. So that's Florida. I hope you guys can see Florida and Norfolk State. So the total is 153. Now it's going to 153.5. Hasn't really moved much, but it's still at 28.5, and it's come down to 28. I have a play on this game for sure that I like. So this is a client play, but I'll give it up to you for free on the channel. So the public's all over Florida. And the under. All right, so I do have a play on this one here. Yeah, I got a play on this one. Florida Norfolk. Florida's beaten them already. This is 2012, so that doesn't really matter. They beat them already. This is the second meeting now that they've played. That was a long time ago. This is now. So Norfolk State 8-2 last 10 games, 3-7 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Norfolk State 4-1 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. Florida 9-1 last 10, 9-1 against the spread, 8-2 to the over. Florida's won 6 straight games. They're 5-0 last 5, 5-0 to the over. I'm gonna play the side. I know this will. I don't think a lot of people aren't gonna take this one, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm taking Norfolk State plus 28.5. I'm gonna take them. The reason why is Florida. They played 3 physical games in the SEC tournament. Florida with the big lead, I believe, are going to rest their starters and have their reserves play. They're going to rest their starters because they're going to be playing Sunday. They'll advance on Sunday, and they're going to be playing their next opponent Sunday. So when they get the lead, in my opinion, they're going to rest their starters and have them ready for Sunday, and they're going to play the reserves. And Norfolk is still going to be fighting. They're going to fight tooth and nail with Chris Fields Jr. and Brian Moore Jr. And they'll be able to create their own shots, and they're going to be leading the way and creating their own shots. I don't think those 2 players alone will be affected by Florida's bigs and size. I don't think that they're going to be affected too much, especially when Florida has a big lead. Let's say they have a big lead. I think at that point they're still going to fight and claw. Norfolk State's going to fight. They're not going to give up. Even their coach, the Norfolk State coach, said that they felt disrespected being a 28.5 point underdog. Even the coach of Norfolk State said he felt disrespected. So he's saying that his guys will have his players ready and focused because they feel disrespected and angered by them being a 28.5 point underdog. So that's why they're going to be razor sharp and razor focused for this game. This is basically like their Super Bowl. This is basically like their Super Bowl. So because of that, and because the coach said that when they're angry, their players felt angry and disrespected, and when they play angry, they play better angry. So those words that the coach said, plus what I mentioned earlier, is why I'm taking Norfolk State plus 28.5. I know the public's all over Florida. I understand that, but I'm gonna go against the public here. I'm taking Norfolk State plus 28.5. This was a client play, and I am releasing it as a free play here as well. Norfolk State plus 28.5. That's my play for this game. All right, so let me see if I have any more plays I'm gonna give out. No, I'm not playing the total. Just decide for that game. Let me see if I see anything else that I like here. And I have an NBA play. I'll give you an NBA play. I'll give you guys an NBA play as well. So bonus play. I'll throw in an NBA play. That's supposed to be for the NBA Sunday, but I'll give you an NBA play. I'll throw that in here just to make up for the Maryland game. Just in case you guys don't get the Maryland game on time, Maryland Grand Canyon game. I like the Memphis Grizzlies plus 7.5 against the LA Clippers. Reason being is because number one, I think that the Clippers are going to overlook Memphis. They beat them twice in the regular season. They've beaten these guys twice. They've beaten them 2 times already. And Memphis has to play OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder, this Sunday. They got to play them this Sunday. And they've lost to these guys earlier this year. So I believe that they'll look past Memphis. I know John Morant's not playing. I still like Memphis in this game. So this is a situational spot for Memphis to take advantage of and cover the 7.5. I think I gave this out earlier this morning on the NBA show. I will give it out here again, just in case you guys didn't get that play. Memphis plus 7.5. The Memphis Grizzlies plus 7.5 will be the bonus play as well. Again, this is a look ahead spot for Memphis. This is a look ahead spot for the Clippers. They got to play OKC this Sunday. They lost to these guys earlier in the year. I think back in January, they lost badly. So it's a revenge spot for the Clippers. They're looking ahead to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I'm fading Clippers because that's the reason why I'm fading the Clippers, and I'm gonna take Memphis in a situational spot plus 7.5. Even at plus 7, I'll take Memphis plus 7.5, plus 7. I like the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. That's a bonus play for you guys. That's it for the college basketball edition. My name is Abby. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, whether you fit or follow these picks, it's up to you. It's your call. Again, I hope you hit a big winner tonight. Hope you cash some tickets, hit a big winner on the college basketball front. Again, hit the like and subscribe button for more college basketball plays. We got you covered through the March Madness, Final Four, and the finals. Good luck to everybody. Hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget. We got the college basketball plays. Everything in sight. Good luck. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Take care. Peace. I'm gone.